Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As I promised in my previous video, I am coming back once again to talk a little bit more about Moonspell Magic, which is Monster High's new project. Moonspell Magic is about a school called Moonspell High, which is a counterpart to Monster High, and in this school, witches can become witches. That was a very nice explanation. Thank you so much. So it's a school for witches, it's a school for magical beings. And we have 5 new characters who are being introduced into the Monster High universe through Moonspell Magic. So the dolls are not out yet. I believe they're gonna be out sometime during the summer. I'm really excited about getting to see this doll line in person. I have my personal favorite character. We're gonna talk about her in a second. So in this video, I wanted to do a quick reaction to each of the characters. Just talk about what they look like, talk about what each character represents, what kind of witch each character is, and maybe talk a little bit about future expectations. So if you guys want my opinion on the whole doll line as a whole, and why I think it's a good thing, and my very, very deep analysis on the whole situation, then make sure to check my recent video on Moonspell Magic. I will link it in the description below. Someone in the comment section under my recent video said that they believe that this doll line is supposed to replace or be kind of a replacement for Ever After High. And honestly, I didn't even think about that, and I totally see what you mean. I still have like a tiny hope that one day we will get in a Ever After High reboot, or we will get like the OG dolls reproduced just as they did with the Monster High reproductions. A Girl Can Only Dream. Moonspell Magic is different from Ever After High, because like Ever After High was its own thing. It wasn't part of the Monster High universe in the same way Moonspell Magic is. Moonspell Magic is literally Monster High, but like a small little thing inside Monster High, and although it can be looked at separately, I think it is much more connected to Monster High than Ever After High was. Even if you just look at the logo, it literally says Moonspell Magic by Monster High. Ever After High was never by Monster High. It was just a very similar counterpart to Monster High that was created by Metal, and they were both around at the same time. I know that there was a time when they were trying to connect the two, and you know, we have Cupid, who first existed in Monster High and then moved over to Ever After High. So she was the one character who really connected to universes. And now the only project to ever connect the two was scrapped. We never got that project, so officially there was never much collaboration, or there was only really, really tiny collaboration, other than the fact that they were like counterparts to each other. In a way, culturally, they weren't, you know, like they weren't that close connected. Meanwhile, Moonspell High seems to be like really, really, really specifically a part of Monster High. It's different, but it's still Monster High. I hope I explained that well. That's how I see it. So let me know what you guys think about the whole thing. Like, I'm curious if in the future they will maybe get rid of the little by Monster High and just like have Moonspell High by itself. I mentioned in the previous video that making Moonspell High part of Monster High is good in terms of marketing, because you can still use the big known name brand Monster High while selling new dolls and new concepts. So in the future, if Moonspell High becomes really, really popular, I do see them removing the by Monster High from the bottom and just being like, yes, Moonspell High is its own thing. It's, you know, they will probably still like remain somewhat connected, but they will no longer need to advertise one with the other. If that makes sense, I'm not sure, because like I do enjoy the fact that Moonspell High is a part of Monster High, but I totally see the potential for the two to kind of separate in the future. But for that, obviously, we need what I mentioned in the previous video, is that they need to introduce us a cartoon, a book, a video game, a movie, or something that makes the Moonspell High girls, the Moonspell Magic girls, the characters really stand out and just like really become memorable for everyone. As long as we only have the dolls, I think you know, like the dolls are nice, but I'm just waiting for the next step. I'm waiting for something. I'm still very traditional, I guess, in the sense that if I'm seeing dolls, I want to see a cartoon, I want to see I want to see something that introduces lore. I have said this in multiple previous videos, and I'm gonna keep saying it because this is what I believe in. I believe that putting out all of these dolls, all of these characters is nice, but if we really want the fandom to feel alive, if we want to be able to like fangirl over these characters, to be excited about all of these different outfits and playsets, we do need a cartoon, a movie, a series, something every once in a while to keep the fandom alive and moving. So that being said, that was my little, I guess, addition to my first video and something I wanted to say. Now we are gonna get into each character, look at them. I'm gonna say my personal opinion and I'm gonna try to rate them. So I'm gonna give them a score out of 10. If you don't agree, don't get mad. This is my opinion and you're allowed to have your opinion. I would love it if you went into the comment section and gave your rating. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Tell me which one is your favorite, which one is your least favorite doll. And that being said, I'm just gonna get into it. So I'm gonna be going in the order that Master High introduces the characters in their Instagram post that they shared of the characters and Moonspell Magic. So the first character that we have is Claire de Luna. It does seem like everyone's name is kind of a wordplay on the type of witch that they are and the aesthetic that they represent. So Claire de Luna is a blind clairvoyant witch who tells the future through the stars. That's so cool. That's so cool. She reads constellations as easily as her fingers read Braille. I'm I'm so excited about this doll. I think she's so cool. She's gorgeous. She does seem to be the main girl just because she's in the middle and she's in the front. And just from the way that I look at her outfit and from like looking, I don't know, it's just when I look at her, she's like the one girl who really stands out. I don't know, I just, something's telling me that she's gonna be kind of like a group leader. You know, in the same way like Frankie was kind of the main character in G1. She was always in the center of most storylines. I can totally see Claire de Luna becoming that type of main character. She looks like she was given a lot of attention and it's making me believe that maybe she's gonna be given a main girl role. That doesn't mean that the other girls are going to be in the shadows or whatever, but I feel like every time you get like a group of characters, there is always one who has to be the main character. It makes the storytelling easier. That's what I've been seeing, that like in basically everywhere always there's a ringleader, and that doesn't mean that everyone else is overshadowed, but in telling stories it's much easier if you have one main character who can become the main focus. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So talking about her look, I love all the moon details. I love the astrology aesthetic. I'm obsessed with her earrings and I love the hat so much. This dark navy blue color that she has for the hair, I think is gorgeous. I love her skirt. I love that through her we're getting blind representation. I think it's really, really nice to see this coming from Monster High. Monster High has always been trying its best, I feel like, to include everyone, and they've been doing good, I think. And it really seems like they want to keep doing this, which is really, really cool. So because she is a future teller, when I read her description, I was reminded of Madam Web, because I believe that like Madam Web is blind and she's able to tell the future. Now she doesn't tell it from the stars, but she does have this clairvoyant power. So I feel like it is a tiny bit of a cliche that a blind character usually ends up being the one who sees the future. It being a bit of a cliche doesn't make it bad. I'm just saying that I believe we have seen this before. There's nothing wrong with that because I think it works. There's a reason why they keep doing it. It's because it works, and I'm really, really excited. I'm just like, all of these characters are so great. My heart is going to break if we never get a cartoon, because I feel like there's such great storylines that you could tell with these characters, and Claire de Luna is like the number one character who I would be so excited to see how she uses her powers. I would just love to see her put blind representation onto the TV screens for children. If we have these dolls who give such great representation, it would be such a waste if we never put them in front of children through a cartoon, through a movie. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. This is the last time I said it, but just know that this is my opinion. I want it so bad. So I would rate this doll. I'm so bad with rating because like I'm always so generous. I would rate this doll a 9 out of 10 because I have 10 out of 10 reserved for someone else. I think everything is amazing about her. She looks gorgeous. I have no complaints. Maybe I would have given her a pair of tights, like maybe fishnets or something. That could have made her look a little bit better. I love this long, like, coat that she has on. I'm obsessed with that. So yeah, she's gonna be a really strong 9 out of 10. So the next character is Ray Lumina, who is a sun witch. That kind of sounds like sandwich. Oh, she's a sun witch who lights up every room she walks into. Aw, that's so cute. Literally. That makes me wonder, because a bunch of people are saying that like we're missing a fire-themed witch. But I believe that she is going to have fire powers. She doesn't really have the fire look, like, from looking at her, like she doesn't have any red in her clothes or like orange, which usually like represents fire. But especially from this little description, like she lights up every room, literally, it does make me believe that she's going to have fire powers. She also has a candle in her hand, so yeah, that definitely tells me that she's gonna have fire powers. That doesn't mean that in the future we cannot get a actual fire witch, but we are getting someone who like wields fire. Anyways, this witch draws her powers from the sun and spreads warmth wherever she goes. Yeah, I'm so sure that she's gonna be fire powered. Once again, I just said that I'm not gonna say this again, but we would need a cartoon so bad to understand these characters better. Like a 2-sentence introduction does not tell you enough about who these characters are. I want to see how they're using their powers. I just... Tell me to stop. Tell me to stop. So looking at her outfit, I think I would have to say that I like her outfit the least. Which is strange because I'm usually obsessed with long skirts. I cannot really tell you why, but I just feel like compared to all the other outfits that we're going to see, hers is a little bit less put together. Like her skirt is a different color from her shirt. Her shirt, like, there's just, I don't know. I feel like something is off, and it's not too bad. But it's like I can't even put it into words because it's such a tiny little thing. But, you know, I'm making this video basically reacting to all of these dolls. So I have to mention it, that I feel like something is off. It's like, maybe it's the purple earrings that kind of throwing me off because, like, as far as I believe, there's no other part of her outfit that would be the same shade. So I feel like they should have made the earrings gold, just like she has the gold details in her shirt and she has the gold chain belt. I don't know, that specific shade of purple for her earrings just to me feels a little weird. I like her hat. I like that they all have witch hats, by the way. They all look amazing. I like her boots from as much as I can see, and like I like every single piece in her outfit. It's just the way they're put together. I don't know. It's like, tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you feel what I'm feeling. It's just like the shirt has the same purple as the shoes. The dress is the same pink as her hair, And then her hat has a different kind of pink, but the little like sun drawing on it is the same shade of pink as her skirt, kind of. And then she has black sleeves with gold details, and she has, as I am seeing, a pink necklace and then these purple earrings. Like, I feel like there's one too many color in this. They should have taken one color out and coordinate the colors differently. That's what I'm getting at. Again, like, please don't get offended. I think she's gorgeous. I love her hair so much. And I think like all the colors and everything are so great. As you can see, I love the sun, I love brightness, I love warmth, I love the sun. So I'm really excited about this doll specifically because of her sun witch aesthetic. I'm gonna rate her a 7 out of 10. I feel like there's one too many colors. Like, honestly, I just believe they should have taken one color out and just like coordinate the colors little differently. That's all. That's all. And maybe when I see her in person, I'm gonna like her better, because sometimes these pictures don't show the truth. But I love her. I think she's gorgeous. She has a 10 out of 10 face card. I love the shades of her makeup. I love the little freckles that she has going on. And like everything about her is amazing on its own. It's just the whole ensemble that is like, there's just a tiny little thing, something that is off for me. Okay, so since I recorded this video, we have received some pictures of the box and the box art. And looking at the box art, everything about this doll makes so much more sense. On the picture, the purple of her boots, the purple of her shirt, the purple of her hat, and even her earrings all match. The earrings are a little different, but still, all of those pieces of outfit are almost or exactly the same color, which makes her look so much better. Unfortunately, sometimes doll manufacturers run into the problem of not being able to perfectly replicate the design, and this time, unfortunately, that happened with this doll. The colors are just off with the actual doll. The colors do not look like as they do on the art, on the design. But what I mentioned earlier did happen in my opinion, which is that the doll looks better than she did on the promotional image. Looking at this actual stock photo of the doll, I like her much better. Let's keep going. So the third one, Willow Thorn. Now she is my girl. I'm just gonna tell you right away, she is a 10 out of 10. The second she was introduced, I was like, she is me and I am her. Like, I'm so serious. Green and purple are my two favorite colors. I'm just obsessed with green and purple. I'm wearing a purple dress right now. I usually have like one side purple, one side green, like you can see. I'm trying to put as much green and as much purple in my room as well. When I come back with another room transformation video, you will see. Also, I just painted my nails and all of my fingers are covered in nail polish. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I literally just sat down with fresh nails as I started recording this video, and you can see the result. Anyways, Willow Thorn is my girl. Like, if I were like a fantasy witch, I would have nature powers just like she does. I would be purple and green just like she is. She literally looks like as if someone had infiltrated my brain and pulled my thoughts out and put them all into a doll. I love everything about her. 10 out of 10, no complaints. I love the hat. Her hair is the most gorgeous shade of purple. She has gorgeous green eyes. She has purple lipstick on. The way they put the green and the purple together, I feel like everything is in the perfect proportions. Nice. See, now this is an example of nice color coordination. There aren't too many colors. There's two main colors, and then she has these holographic details on the pants. This shirt is amazing. The lace details on the top, I love. And I love the purple flowers on her shirt. This shade of green specifically is gorgeous. I love the mismatched earring. And one thing that we do have to talk about is that she has a hearing aid, which means that she's another character who gives representation to people who haven't really gotten much representation before from dolls. This doll is so exciting to me. Like, I'm so obsessed with everything that she is. I cannot see her shoes. I cannot see her shoes, so I cannot say anything about her shoes, but I'm obsessed with the pants, I'm obsessed with the whole outfit. I'm gonna get this doll the second it comes out. She has the most gorgeous curls, and she has really long hair, and she has freckles as well. She has little flowers for freckles. And she has little, oh my god, she has little flower details in her eyes. Does everyone have details in their eyes? Yeah, they do. Sun details, star details for our previous two dolls, and I guess we're gonna keep looking for the upcoming dolls. So yeah, Willow Thorn, perfect, 10 out of 10, no complaints. Next one is Karina Song, who is a love witch. Oh my god, that eats. I love that she's a love witch. See, she's already using her powers on me. She has a talent for brewing bubbly potions that encourage self-love and confidence in whoever uses them. This is what I was talking about in my previous video, that like this doll line is really going to prove or teach to a new generation of girls that like being a witch and like being, you know, a magical being, it doesn't mean that you're evil or you're bad or that you're using it for bad things. Like Karina Song, she's using her love potions not even to like make other people fall in love with each other against their will. She's using it for self-love, for confidence, for something good, to help people improve themselves, which is amazing. Whoever came up with this, chef kiss. So she is like fully pink, white. She has a little bit of like Cupid vibes going on. I love her tiny little mirror. I love her hat as well. I love the color coordination. She's literally just from top to bottom, just different shades of pink and then a tiny, tiny bit of white. She has like white eyelashes, which is gorgeous. She has heart details in her eyes. She has mostly like really platinum blonde hair, almost white, and then a tiny bit of like pink in her hair. She's gorgeous. I love her makeup. I think they managed to make her different enough that like she doesn't look like Cupid. You can kind of see Cupid in the back there. I'm obsessed with the long bows on her arms. I think that's a really nice detail. Also, her little charm belt is really nice. I love the skirt, I love the dress, I love the shoes as much as I can see of them. Honestly, she's a solid like 8.5 out of 10 for me. She does, someone did compare her to this specific doll in a TikTok comment section because of the hair, like the white and the pink. This is a Bradzilla's witch doll from the 2010s, I believe, like early 2010s. I see the resemblance a tiny bit, but at the same time I also don't. I love this doll. I think she looks amazing. I'm so excited once again just to like hopefully have the opportunity to learn about her personality. So our last witch is Layla Stone, a crystal witch who crafts amulets that have the powers of healing and protection. So she is once again a amazing little good witch who uses her powers for good. I love her little crystals in her hand. I'm obsessed with this like metallic jacket. I love her dress. I love her hat. I love her makeup. I love the hair color. She has like completely straight hair. She's the only one out of this doll line who has completely straight hair. And I think in general, like, dolls have a tendency to like have at least waves or some level of curliness in their hair, so it's almost a little strange to see a doll have such long hair and it's completely straight. It's nice to see that variation since we don't really see that often, I believe. She's a crystal witch. I feel like that's, if you're gonna do a witch doll line, you have to have at least one witch who's a crystal witch. She has like little sparkles in her eyes. I guess they could have put maybe like little diamonds in her eyes if they really wanted to. Like everyone else has really obvious symbols in their eyes that represent their aesthetic, and then we have her who just has like these sparkles. It's, you know, I'm not like, that's obviously not something that I'm gonna complain about, but yeah, it's just something to point out. It's something to notice. I love all the glitter around her eyes. She has a crystal necklace, obviously. She has boots. With her as well, like maybe a pair of tights or like long socks would have worked. I'm seeing her boots look a little bit transparent. Like you can see her legs underneath. which I'm gonna be really curious to see how that looks in person. Her outfit is probably the simplest one out of all the dolls. Again, that's not a bad thing, it's just something to point out. If I were to buy any doll, I would be honestly the least interested in buying her. I'm obviously gonna get Willow Thorn and everybody else. Like, I'm gonna get everyone if I get rich by the time this doll line comes out. I'm trying not to be a completionist collector. I buy a doll that I really know that I will love to have in my collection. So if I have doubts, I would rather not buy the doll unless like I have so much, you know, disposable income that I can just buy them all. Like, I'm trying to control myself. I don't want to like hoard dolls. If I had to put them in a line of like who I want to get the most and who I want to get the least, she would probably be the last one, but that doesn't mean I don't like her. I just like her the least out of all of them. And then Willow Thorn is obviously number one for me. Claire de Luna is number two. Despite the fact that I have some kind of problem with her outfit that I can't really put into words, Ray Lumina would actually be my third witch that I would get, because I still like her regardless. As I said, like I think she's amazing and I love her aesthetic. I love the type of witch that she is, and I love the long skirt. I love everything. There's just something is a little off, but that is something that I could fix at home once I get the doll for myself. So she would be my third. So Karina's Song could be my fourth, but I'm also kind of just tempted to put her on the third place together with Ray Lumina. Like, the two of them I have the same amount of enthusiasm for. And then Layla Stone, I love her, she's amazing, but she's my last one. And I guess if I have to rate her, I would rate her a 7. Guys, I'm so bad at rating. I have no idea why I'm doing this to myself. Like, I cannot rate. So the last line in Master High's introduction is the following. Together they find that true magic exists in embracing their unique voices and using their powers as one. I'm such a sucker for positive vibes. That's the reason why I've been obsessed with Master High since forever. I love how positive they are. They're so motivational. They put so much emphasis on self-love and loving each other and accepting each other and like finding your voice and being proud of who you are, despite of being different in any way. That doesn't make you any less than other people. It just makes you your own unique self. I see everyone being really excited about this doll line coming out, and I am also very excited. I cannot wait for the dolls to come out. Before we finish this video, we're gonna take a very quick look at the box. So the dolls box itself, at least the prototype that we could see, it is very similar to Monster High boxes, I would say. The box art is gorgeous. Every single character is drawn so beautifully. It's just so nice to look at them. They like, I need posters right now. I need, oh my god, like Willow Thorn is gorgeous, obviously she's still my favorite, but everyone, they're all so gorgeous, and this art is so gorgeous. Like, if someone just took this art and made a cartoon with this, that could be the best cartoon of 2026, no doubt about that. So yeah, I don't think I've mentioned before, but obviously Claire de Luna has a cane. Everyone has their own little accessories. Everyone has a cauldron. Everyone, I believe they all probably have sunglasses or some type of other accessory. I still cannot see Willow Thorn's shoes because her pants are too long, but I do see Layla Stone's shoes look better here than they did on the other picture. They don't look as see-through as they did on the promotional picture. I do think that she looks better here, to be honest, than on the promotional picture. They all do. Like, dolls usually... My personal opinion is that dolls usually look better in person than they do on promotional photos. With promotional images, usually they will use prototypes, so the colors might be a bit different, and they do edit those pictures. So seeing them on a picture like this one where they are there just in person, you can see their beauty and what they truly look like much better. So I think they all look gorgeous. Willow Thorn to me still stands out the most. Obviously, I'm obsessed with that doll. The shade of purple in her hair looks even better in person. So this was a long video, but this was my review of the first look that we got of the Moonspell Magic dolls created by Monster High. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. I hope you guys know that this is all in good fun. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to cause an argument or start an argument. We all have our own opinions, and I believe that we are going to be able to discuss them in a civil manner in the comment section below. So if you guys have anything to add, or if you have your own opinions, I would be really happy to read them. I do try to reply if I have something to say. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoy my content, I would be really thankful if you subscribe. I'm still going on with my room makeover project. I have a bunch of fun videos coming up with some real cool vintage Monster High gems. So if you are interested, make sure to stick around, and I will see you in the next one.